crime rate in the country per capita. So there's that. And with that, hi, I'm Jason Russell from Critical Dice, and welcome to the Fable 42, where we build community through friendship, gaming, and of course, chaos. You're watching the Duke City Chronicles, a Monster of the Week game set in my hometown of Albuquerque, New Mexico, because this is a buck wild place. You can watch us live here on twitch.tv/Fable42. Friday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern or 3 p.m. Pacific. And we're glad that you're here. We're going to run a giveaway for a free set of Critical Dice, Dice for Critical Dice. Hey, that's me. Exclamation point critical in the live chat here on Twitch. And we'll call that winner at the end of the game. If you haven't already liked the channel, please do that. So you'll always be aware when we go live for any of our shows. And if you have a free subscription from Amazon Prime, you can spend that anywhere, but we sure would like it if you spent it here. It goes a long way to help us out. With that, let's go ahead and do our player character intros. We'll start with Bridget.
Hi, everybody. I'm Bridget. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram at string_theories_. I also play Suki Buchanan. She's the spooky playbook. And she's a heavily tattooed 70-year-old art professor and monster hunter from the University of New Mexico. And she talks back to the dead for a living.
Excellent. It's like you're getting good at this. And Stax.
Almost.
Hi, yo. I am Stax, also known as the Judgy DM on social media. Today I am playing Gates. He is from the Monsters Playbook, and he is your general weird guy that's also a med student, that's also a monster hunter, that's also here along for the ride.
That actually is probably the most succinct we've ever put it. Just doing my best, just along for the ride. And let's have you go next.
Hello, I'm Anne. You can find me on Dusty Wings Illustration or MC Dusty on Twitch. And I play Fiona, the spell slinger / demon lady.
That's really good. And GW.
Hey everyone, I'm GW. You can find me on IG and Twitter under GW005, 2B's 2 You can also find me here on Fridays on Duke City Chronicles and also Mondays on Crypt Creatures, which is Anne's game. I am playing Quabon Whispers, aka Q, the Divine Playbook, and I am the bait.
Yes, you are. And I'm Jason Russell. You can find me at Critical Dice on Instagram and Heaven Help Us TikTok. And we are in our end game, our last episode with multiple parts of the Duke City Chronicles. So I'm glad you're along for the ride. We'll do a recap in just a moment, so you caught up to everything. But before that, let's go ahead and do our intro for episode 14, The Trestle.
It's an amazing place. Most people have no idea where it is, but we're okay with that. We've got mountains, rivers, deserts, and over 300 days of sunshine, and some of the most diverse and wonderful people you'll ever meet. It's a great place to live, and I definitely encourage you to try it. But we also have our dark side, our own ghosts, secrets, and legends. Most of them are true. For thousands of years, people have been living here and dying here. This is Albuquerque, but it goes by many names. The 505, the Burke, my favorite is the Duke City. These are the Duke City Chronicles.
Previously on the Duke City Chronicles, the team met up with the head of the Obsidian Order, Ambrose Bierce, and came to an arrangement and even offered them a boon, a sort of technological-based anti-magic, anti-spooky sphere with a radius of about 3 feet they could use to hopefully to ensure their victory over Maxwell, their BBEG. Then they reached out to their kind of contacts with the werewolf family living south of town, the Hernandezes, and came to an arrangement that if they'll get involved, but only as far as it comes to Zach, a former member of the Obsidian Order who killed one of their own way back when. If they can lure him or deliver him, that they'll take care of him and he'll never be heard of or seen again. And Gates kind of puzzles it out and realized the best way to lure him would be to offer Q as bait in a final death match for who's the best and playing on his ego. And that is where we pick up the game. I think you guys all have your curly fries, onion rings, and various foods as you're driving back, I'm guessing, to Sunset House in the Mustang. What is the next order of business, C4 team?
Okay.
There was a good suggestion about you should stab him back, Q.
Think I will.
And Gates will like reach into his jacket or wherever he has it and hand over like the stunted hilt of the shadow blade over the shoulder. I don't know, whichever shoulder Q's sitting at.
Over a shoulder, yes.
Yeah. And like just hold it out to him. Like, you might want to try this. Think about it. Shadow blade against a shadow guy.
I look at
It's
Gates,
temporary. You're not keeping it. It's just long enough so you can get back your own blade so you can quit crying about it.
and I look at the hilt and I grab it from over my shoulder.
Oh, and don't lose it.
Yeah, and do be careful with that stabbing. I don't mind a spot of revenge, but we did promise the Hernandezes that they can kill this one.
Yes. And the way it's set up right now is that if your plan is, like we talked about last time, to lure him someplace and then get Chet to then blow the transmitter to leave him powerless, all Chet needs is an hour to get where he's going. And then within a few minutes, he thinks he'll be able to cut the power, especially with Eddie helping him out as his protege. Yeah, let's go with that. So however you guys want to do this, there's a couple of ways you could lure him out. Chet probably has at least an old number that you could try, or I mean, I think at this point, Q, you know him well enough that you could just teleport to him, deliver an ultimatum, and then leave. So it really is up to what you guys want to plan to do.
Yeah, I mean, Bates' choice. What do you think, Q? You want to go like do the whole, you appear in front of him, I challenge you to a duel thing, or do you want Chet to call him?
I think I kind of want to do it myself.
I think it's a stronger message.
But the thing is I would have to Keeper.
Yeah.
I have like the address of the werewolf's place, right? Like I
Yeah.
could be like, meet me here at this address at this time.
You absolutely could. Absolutely could.
I'll do that.
All right, yeah. So you guys get back to the Sunset House. Chet says he's ready to go. Eddie's there looking like really like excited, has his duffel bag that probably has that baseball bat in it. And he said, yeah, I mean, I don't know if he still uses the number, but this is the one that I was like kind of ghosting when he was really mad at me back this summer. But I mean, I can reach out and you want me to like, you're really going to go toe to toe with this guy?
Yeah. We have a plan.
Okay.
He's a package.
Okay. And he's like, starts typing the T9 is like, oh, so you want me to like in the middle of battle, like cut him off at the source. That's haha. Okay. That's actually really great. That serves him right. Yeah. Okay. I like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. All right. Sent. I mean, we'll see what happens. I don't even know if that number still is. He says you're on.
Great.
We gotta get moving. So when I'm ready, like, who do I call? Miss Buchanan? Do I call you, or Q? Do I call you? Like, what do you want me to do? And he's like starting to like put gear into a backpack and like carefully
Well-
putting the C4 in it just in case. Like,
Telepathy?
grabs a
Yeah,
blanket, wraps it around it.
Can I let Chet in on the 4-way call or
On the
set
party
up a
line?
new line?
Yeah, I think that once like
group
the enemy has been engaged, you can and include him in on that. I think that would be no problem. You guys have known Chet long enough. I think that's pretty easy.
Yeah, and he'd be like cool with. I mean, worst case scenario, we've been inside of Eddie's brain a couple of times
So
now.
many
so.
times. Yeah. Yeah, I just love
So
the
I
idea.
know Eddie's brain at least.
Yeah, exactly. And I just love the idea that you guys are willing to put Chet's mind with yours and don't have any problems with that at all.
We'll see how the call goes.
See how the call goes. Just nonstop monologuing and random thoughts. Yeah. So okay, yeah. So you'll like ring a ding, like do the brain thing, ring a ding brain thing that rhymes. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna get going. We're gonna use Eddie's car and we're gonna get up to we're gonna crest West Side, 9 Mile Hill. Let's do the crest. Crest has a bigger range. We'll do that one. Yeah. So like 58 minutes. Good luck, I guess. And he's
Good
like, come
luck
on.
to you. Stay safe.
Yeah, we will. And Eddie comes up to you, Q, and it's just like puts his hand on your shoulder. And it's like, I hate all of this. I'm excited to be part of it. I don't always know what's going on, but you're gonna fight with somebody who is a real bad person, right?
Oh yeah.
Spooky, magic-y, monster stuff.
For now.
Kick his butt.
Thanks.
And he grabs his keys and walks out, and you hear their truck pull away, and they're headed towards the peak on top of the mountain, taking the long way around. And you guys have about an hour to get everything set up for this final confrontation.
I'm
So,
going.
Quick
Go,
question.
Yeah.
I have something, a use magic. I'm like, when am I ever going to use that? Which is like summon a monster into the world.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if I could like summon something that would like go and help them. Like either just like be either little defense doggo, you know?
What are you thinking?
Like a little, I'm thinking I want to do something silly, like a hedgehog. Or what's a popular like critter that's in Albuquerque, and then just be like magical version of it.
Okay.
And it just like
I'm
launches little attack spells like if they get attacked or something.
I'm gonna pitch you an idea.
Yes, please do.
Jackalope.
Oh hell yeah. Yes. I love that.
Okay.
Yeah. So like a jackalope is like, you know, getting soaked in the desert and like almost decomposing because it's dying. It's like old. And all of a sudden it gets jerked back up by like little, so its whole nervous system is just veins of like red magic. And then all of a sudden he's a magical jackalope. And he like follows.
Awesome. I need you to roll that now that you've said all that.
Oh god. Oh no. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a luck? Do you have a luck?
I'm using a luck for sure.
Yeah.
All right. It goes
That
off
was
without a hitch. Yeah. Yeah. Magic works without issues. Choose your effects, summon a creature. So yeah. So you summon a jackalope with red raw magic as its nervous system to go along with them. Eddie is the only one still in there when you do that, and he looks at it, he's like, really? This is gonna, you know what? It's way too late for me to be asking questions now. Cool. Come on, Jack. Let's go. And like it hops out in front of him. He's like, it's the weirdest day ever. All right, let's do this. And like you see him, you look out the window, you see him like put his hands out to like help it jump into the back of the truck. And it just like jumps past him like a good 4 feet just into the back of the truck and puts his like head and antlers through the like slide glass in the back of the cab. And it's just like almost like a dog ready for a ride. And Chet's just like talking and like looks at it, pauses a second, just starts talking again, animated hands and everything, and you just see Eddie just put it in gear, just shaking his head and just drive away down the one-way street in Old Town.
Told you they exist.
Yeah, they do. Jackalopes. Tell your friends. Love that, by the way. I love all of that. Okay.
So
what's the next part?
So we have an hour after they left. I'm gonna look at this hilt. I'm gonna try to activate it. I'm gonna try
yeah. You can just choose to activate it. And the stacks, do you have those stats there for him? I think it was like three harm, shadow, magic, close, or hand, I think was what it was.
Something like 3 harm, magic defeating, magic shadow.
Okay.
Magic defeating, magic shadow, magic.
No, okay.
Killing.
So the tags are 3 harm, armor defeating.
Okay.
So it bypasses armor because it's an insubstantial blade. And it does the range is hand, so that's normal. And then it has magical properties as well. So anything that is, weak to magic would be weak to this. So yeah, so not that different from your Blades of Light. It's in fact very similar to your Blades of Light, just the inverse on that same axis.
Got you. So in my right hand, as I hold this blade of shadow, I look to my left hand and will create the blade of light.
Really, don't get attached to it. You have to give it back. I'm just reminding you now. I know you're having your little dope moment, but
as he's talking to me, I'm slowly putting my hands together. What happens if I combine them into one?
Roll plus weird.
Don't cross the streams.
They're already crossing. We're already here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. Okay. Man, a failure would have gone real bad then. I hope Suki doesn't like her house.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, is the house still here?
No, and everyone's dead but Doris Payne. She's fine.
She was in the good spot.
Yeah, well, magic shields. So what happens is you see it, they get closer and it feels to you like when you're putting the same side of a magnet together to another magnet and it's resisting, and you shove it together and there's a bright flash of light and shadow that everyone, including UQ, kind of have to look away from. And when you look back, this blade is vibrating in your hand like it's a neck massage pillow, and the whole substance of it is swirling with black and gold in almost a chaotic hypnotic pattern, like when you put dye into water, but almost fast forwarded. And it's holding for now. It doesn't feel incredibly stable. You can feel that you're holding antithesis in your hand. You're holding a paradox. And yeah, let's do that. For the purposes of mechanics, we're going to call this the Paradox Blade.
Oh, I love that. Oh my God.
And I'll let you know what it does when the time comes. But I'll tell you this, if you let go or you unsummon it, summon your light blade, it's going to separate and you'll try it all over again. But you're walking around with something that should not be, and something that has the potential to have cataclysmic effects.
I look at the team, kind of surprised.
Doris is like, what the Sam Hill was that? I'm in here trying to read this. You rip a hole in the universe or something?
No, ma'am. We're all good out here. You keep on keeping on.
And blow up the dang old house and just put my shield. She just mutters and gets back to her reading. She'll be done soon.
It's always good to try new things. All right. Well, I have a place to be.
Okay. I'll ping Grandma Hernandez and let her know to get everybody ready.
Okay, so
you're
what are you
going to
telling?
her house.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna, ring ring. Hi there, Mrs. Hernandez. We got our quarry on the way. My friend Q is gonna come on up to y'all's place. We have only a little while, so I'd get everybody together and ready to go pretty quick.
Thank you so much, Mr. Buchanan. What are the... So he's coming here to the house.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Q
what did you do to lure him here?
He really hates Q.
Ah. So
yeah.
He's the bait.
Yes, ma'am. And we'd appreciate it if we got him back alive, please.
Of course. We're only interested in the one who killed my boy.
Oh no, that's what I mean. Like, like fight with him, not, don't. I don't know. I'm covering all my bases, ma'am.
Of course. Once we have him in our claws, your man can go. We'll take over from there.
Okay. Well, fantastic. Thank you so much. Have fun.
Have fun.
We'll talk to you soon. Okay,
And
bye.
just before you hang up, you hear...
Dear God, that lady scares me so much.
She doesn't even need to have a chancla to be scared. It's amazing.
She does it. Yeah, no. She is the chancla.
A very furry,
They call her
bitey
the chancla.
chancla.
Yeah. The Ugg boot.
Abuela chancla. Okay. All right. Yeah. So Q, are you going alone to the house down on Gun Club? Or are you to the werewolf house, or are you guys all driving so they have backup, or you worried about... Yeah, we're gonna introduce you in a charcuterie board of jackalopes. Now I will say this: you promised him a one-on-one, like a come alone situation. So how do you want to do this?
I look to the team. I'm gonna go alone. I mean, you'll be in my head anyway. You'll know what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be easier that when I have to leave, I can just blink out. And I don't have to hear what happens after. It's always the sound that gets me.
It's the worst. Yeah, I mean, that sounds great. So as I see it, order of advance, Chet cuts the power. We have Zach with you getting jumped by the, werewolves. Should we head right to Maxwell, or like where should we be headed to?
Probably should stop by Sunny's.
Oh yeah, let's talk to Sonny. Let's see if we can possibly get him to do something.
At least indirectly.
Yeah, like, in that like Sonny way where he's like, well, I won't actually help you, but I'll help you.
It's cute that you think he'll do anything. No, that's not a bad idea. Like, because my understanding is you're going to party line everyone, including Chet, when it's almost time, so that you guys know how the battle goes and if Chet's ready or not. And you guys are going to use the intervening time to go talk to Sonny.
Mm-hmm.
All right, great. Before you guys leave, Doris kind of shuffles into the kitchen. She's like, "All right, I think I'm ready. Can I borrow this?" She picks up the tea kettle.
Absolutely.
All right. She's like, "Y'all going somewhere?"
Yeah, we're going to battle, ma'am.
Like the battle?
Well, the before battle. So the
Pre-battle.
pre-battle.
Pre-game.
Sorry, I get nervous before
All
a big
right.
fight.
Well, I'll be done in like 10, 20 minutes with this, and then you can take it. I mean, I can just leave it on the counter if you got to come back for it. But yeah, I think I can do the thing y'all asked. Anything you want me doing here? while you're out getting yourselves killed?
I mean, unless there's like some sort of magic that you can like throw pretty far, I'd say just sort of make sure the house stays standing. I got me a couple of ghost friends in here. This one here's Rosalita.
She looks right at her. Hey.
Yeah. I think Rosalita's like.
Rosalita's like the ghost making the sign across.
Yeah, like she's a freak. But this here's Rosalita. She'll take good care of you. She's lovely for company. Doesn't talk too much, but she's lovely for company.
All right. Well, you might want to pick up a new tea kettle when you come back. But I'll have this waiting here for you, and just throw it on the ground when it's time. And big concussive force, and best distraction I can do for you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, ma'am.
All right.
And I'm watching this happen. Maybe I should stay here. And you can always get in my head if you need me anywhere.
That's not bad.
I mean, that's not a bad idea at all. And then we'll definitely have somebody with the kettle.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I should leave her here by herself with it.
Fiona has kettle in one hand and Boone in the other hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. So
I will detonate all the things.
Not in the house.
Of course.
I have just finished my mortgage. It has taken me so long. Do not hurt my house.
I won't. This wallpaper is nice.
she had a reverse mortgage for a little while, didn't understand what it was. Reverse it again. Now she's good. Yeah. So let's we got Gates and Suki headed to Sunny's. Q, you're getting ready for the battle, and Fiona, you're here with Doris Payne doing this thing. And so I'll start with you, Anne. So Fiona, you watch her set it on that little like tea table, that collapsible like kind of like TV dinner tray thing, and she is basically forcing into this kettle like layer upon layer of what would normally be a wall spell, like a protective wall spell that would blow people back upon impact. And she is shrinking it and layering it like a rubber band ball, but in reverse, to the point after a few minutes, you can see the kettle like is just like trembling a little bit with the force of this. And the last thing, she's like, hand me that lid. And she kind of puts it on there like, you know, when you're like blowing up a balloon and you have to like, you know, or like an inflatable toy for the pool, and you have to like put your like thumb on top of the thing before all the air comes out. She kind of like basically seals the top of the kettle and the spout with a very, like, from what you can tell, a way too thin magical barrier. And there is this like uber compressed roiling layers of protection wall that she has jury-rigged into a impact-based explosion kettle.
Nice.
Such an old lady weapon.
Where are you from, ma'am?
I grew up.
Remarkable.
I grew up in Savannah. Where are you from?
Ireland.
Where's Ireland? Oh, Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah.
Lived there all your life?
Most of it. A few hundred years. Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, how long's that life been?
Longer than it is.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like, you know. Pokes the kettle.
She says, now how did you get wrapped up with all of them? She's like shuffling over to the fireplace and kind of messing with some of this stuff and like just old lady puttering. How'd you get messed up with all these folk?
Oh, yeah. I used to work for the Obsidian Order.
Oh,
I'll probably head there after again.
well,
So
they're a barrel of laughs.
they are.
Huh. But I don't explain how you ended up with the Q and Suki and that other one.
I think it reminds me of old friends of mine.
Interesting. and she kind of like turns kind of quick and just hits your arm with the poker from the fireplace.
Oh no.
And
Ow!
yeah, it's more like a kid with a ruler, like, you know. And she like looks. No. You ain't half demon. She puts the thing back. She goes back and sits down.
What do you mean? I'm a whole demon.
You got one inside you. How long that been going on?
Mm.
If you were half demon,
Years.
that cold iron would have made you blister up something fierce, like being at Myrtle Beach without any sunscreen.
That's true, I guess. It's been a few hundred years.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You keep it in check.
Uh,
You driving most of the time?
most of the time. He's come out a few times. It's never been good, but it's been a long time since that happened.
You know his name?
I don't.
Yeah. That'll put a wrinkle in things.
I know. I've been trying.
Well,
There's
you
not a
know.
searcher out there I know exists, know who this demon is.
You figure out his name, you know you could be rid of him, right?
Oh yeah, I know.
Well, best of luck. I hope you live through this to figure it out.
Yeah, same here. I think I will. You trust this team, right? Are they any good? Am I about to die?
No, they're the worst. Did I ever tell you the time they almost set off a nuclear explosion, then trapped me in the 70s?
Is that what happened?
Did.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Text,
Now, I mean,
text Gates real quick, puts his phone down.
yeah. I mean, Albuquerque is not a smoking crater of radioactive waste, so I guess it's that in their column, but they're kind of a fly by the seat of their pants kind of thing.
Huh. They make it work.
Yeah, I guess so. She looks over to the kettle that's still kind of like trembling occasionally. It's like, yeah, that's an apt metaphor, I suppose. Listen, you take good care of that thing. Don't go on the roller coasters or nothing with it liable to go off.
Oh, I wouldn't dare.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm watching it boil too. I'm like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no sudden movements now, all right?
right. And then I have like a flashback of my old demon hunting team before my demon like killed all of them.
Yeah. And I think the biggest memory that you have associated with that was the last time I think that he fully got out was when you lost control, overexerted, and he was in the driver's seat.
Mm-hmm.
And you were trapped by him. And the number of pieces he was able to turn your former team into was staggering. And it has since then, I think, served as the most stark reminder of why it's important to keep him in check.
Mm-hmm. Which is why she's sticking with the Obsidian Order, because she knows it's the safest option for her and everyone around her.
Yeah. It also isn't lost on you too, I think, Fiona, that when in the village that you grew up in, when you were accused, rightly so, of being a witch, that they saw, those that saw as an appropriate punishment to bind this demon to you as a way of trapping the demon is more than a little ironic that they made you an even more powerful sorceress and witch, for lack of a better term, than what they were accusing you of in the first place.
They literally created a witch.
They really did.
Which didn't, I don't know,
really
maybe
did.
existed then, but probably not.
Say what?
I'm like, maybe in this world they existed then, but
Witches? Oh,
they
I
do
think
now.
so. Oh, I think so. Yeah, there's always a few lurking around here and there. I mean, Doris
The
is a good
druids.
example. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Meanwhile, I think you guys have arrived at Sunny's. Suki and Gates. What's the plan with Sunny?
So when Gates would have gotten in the car, he would have had like a moment because he would have realized he's in the shotgun seat for the first time.
Mhm.
Yeah, did you
And
like get in the
then-
back seat first and then go, oh wait, and just like
wait.
phase
There's
through?
only two of us. But on the ride there, Miss Suki, do you think Sunny might have something for you to get in contact with, like a whole mess of ghosts in a very short span of time?
That's what
I don't
I'm
know why I
hoping.
said that with a southern accent. Maybe I'm
It's
thinking about it
contagious.
too
Your
much.
upbringing's coming out.
out.
Don't you start, because then I'll start.
No.
Yeah. No, I mean, I hope so. I did talk to my friend Ralph before he, went to see if maybe he could rustle up some interest with the local spiritry. But maybe Sonny may have contact with a little bit more. I think just, it might sound a little bit cliche, but like I kind of love the idea of like an army of ghosts like appearing out of nowhere. Like, you ever seen them movies, them like Lord of the Ring movies, where like all of a sudden like they come over the hill but it's just a bunch of ghosts, like, it's like bed knobs and broomsticks. But that was my favorite thing that I'd ever
super
seen
good.
when the
Suits of armor just like
Yeah.
fighting Nazis. I mean, who doesn't love
I was
magic
just
armor
like,
fighting Nazis?
"Oh, that's what I want. I want a ghost army to fight Nazis."
Who among
So
us?
yeah.
That would be pretty cool, Miss Suki. Oh gosh, it's happening. It's happening
It's-
again.
it's happening
Where? Who am
again.
I? I'm Gates. I'm Eubank. I'm Miss Suki.
Who am I?
Is there any way for us to see the ghosts that you see?
You can't all see the ghosts that I see
No. Has no
this
one
whole
ever
time.
said anything?
No one has ever said anything. They must think I'm insane.
Wait, what? Sorry, I'm not there.
Yeah, I think once Fiona cast a spell or something to let you guys do
Yeah.
it. But yeah.
How come nobody has
I mean, you say you
Losing
see
my
ghosts,
mind?
and then like ghost things happen. So I just imagine you see ghosts. I don't really question it. And then,
I can't believe y'all are just telling me this right now.
I mean, it's just me, but
Well, I mean, I guess a worst case scenario, a bag of flour works. You throw a bag of flour and it's, it can cover the spirit sometimes. But I mean, maybe that sounds like a gadget that Sonny would have picked up over the years.
flower. Oh no, the ghost finding. Okay, yes.
The ghost finding thing. Yeah, no, not flour. That's just my cheat code sometimes.
Now, he's the type that usually wants something in return, right? He doesn't just.
He does.
Ooh.
Yeah. And
Does
we
he have
don't
a return
have
policy? I can tell him I lost my shadow blade, and I might.
No,
need a
do
new
not tell him that you lost your shadow blade. I think he would be very pissed about that. Yeah, I mean, we ain't got much to. I'm not gonna lie. But
Is he gonna try and trick us?
maybe. I mean, most of the time he asks for like a favor.
I'm already doing one favor for him, but
That's right. That's right. You're gonna work there on Saturdays or something.
yeah, he's gonna be my new boss. But that's not the favor that he actually wants.
Oh,
He wants me to get what's his name's ring, Maxwell's. After
oh,
everything's said and done.
Now,
Okay.
real quick, Gates, did he tell you why he wanted it? I can't recall.
I don't think he like alluded to it too much.
All right.
and I would know about like the time ring and everything. Like, do I know the name of that one? I know the bond breaking one.
Yeah, so there's the Ring of Solomon, which is the one he's talking about, and the one that Q still has just in his vest pocket
Just
is
chilling out.
the Ring of Dispel, or sometimes called the Ring of Lancelot.
Okay.
Don't play with that thing, please.
Don't play with it. Don't shake it.
But put that thing back where it came from. So help me. So help me. Thanks for watching. That was the Duke's.
I know, and everything explodes.
Oh gosh.
You're already holding the paradox blade, sir.
I
Sir.
know. You can't have these two things.
I'll be good.
We're going back to 1942. We're going back to
No,
1942.
listen, you got the first two numbers wrong.
1042.
Fiona simultaneously knocks off like the remote thing off the off of the couch, and then it triggers the button. And
Everything's going wrong.
I've been saving my moves against you. I have 37 to use all at once. No, go ahead. Oh my gosh. All right.
sorry.
So yeah, that is what he asked for in exchange to get the Ring of Solomon back for him in order for you to have the Shadow Blade. Yes.
Right. So, I mean, we'll see what he wants. And if it's within reason, I think we should give it to him because, you know, we kind of need him on this one. And he's going to have to work with Ambrose a little bit, which I know he will not be pleased about.
Is there a real reason why, aside from just like the obvious, you know, contracting
Thing.
thought process?
I don't think I wouldn't know necessarily, right? Like I was just
No.
like they just don't
The-
like each other.
The only reason that you know about the beef is because Sonny's mentioned that he's, you know, has designs that direction, but you don't know like what his plans are or
Yeah.
why there appears to be animosity. I mean, yeah, you don't really know actually.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know for sure, but maybe we can leverage it. Who knows?
All right. So once you guys arrive at Sonny's pawn shop there near the University of New Mexico, you guys are able to come in and Sonny is there behind the counter and like, hey, Miss Suki, how's it going? Hey there, Stacks. Hey there, Gates. Oh wait, hold on. Let me write the meta rune back on the counter here. Sorry about that.
We just added another passenger.
Hey boss, how's it going?
Okay,
The
first of
boss,
all,
'cause
not your
I'm
boss.
working here.
You're not working here.
I
That's
mean,
not
I'm here a
happening.
lot. I might as well get paid.
Yeah, about that. Maybe don't. All right,
Maybe stop.
Gates. All right, you got that ring for me, huh? That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see your face here. All right, that's what I want to see your face in my shop. Whatever face you're wearing.
I just make myself
When you
look
got
like
the-
Q.
Yeah, listen. Telling you right now, that ain't better. It's not better.
You said you wouldn't want to see my face, so
Any
I'll
of the
just make-
faces that you've got in that little like repertoire there, you got it yourself. All right, you bring me that ring. We can talk about another deal. All right. So, Miss Suki, what brings you in today?
Well, it's funny you should mention that ring. So we're about to really kick it off, and we were wondering if you happen to have anything that might be able to help. Gates here had a great idea, and I did talk to Ralph about this before. If there is like some sort of like ghost summoning, like, you know, sort of.
Well, you know, I do know one way to summon ghosts, actually. Yeah, there's this creepy art teacher named Miss Suki Buchanan. She's always running around talking to things that ain't there. Like, maybe you should look at her. What do you look at me for summoning ghosts? That's your thing.
I don't know. Like, I mean, like, we're talking like an army of ghosts here. We're talking about like ghosts.
Oh, like a
that
Lord
other
of the
people-
Rings kind of thing coming over the hill.
Yeah, coming over the hill. Exactly. This is what I said. But so
You
like
should have thought it.
exactly that. Or like, and is there a way that like, because you know, I just got told that nobody else can see the ghosts that I can see. I thought when I was talking to them, like they sort of would materialize because it's the polite thing to do, but apparently not. And I've been sounding like an person for months. Years. Is there a way?
Yeah, it's super weird. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird, he says, looking like Q.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah, super weird. So, like, what? Like, you want other people to be able to see the ghosts? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, you know, I think the scare factor would be great.
I mean, I got something that'll let like a person see like like the spiritual landscape, like ghosts and stuff, like not just ghosts, but definitely ghosts, but not like look at me on my glorious throne made of bones and ghost servants and retinue. Like, no, I don't have that. That'd be more of like a big magic kind of thing, I think.
Right.
But I mean, I got a pair of glasses around here somewhere that'll let other people see ghosts and stuff. But
Wait, boss.
okay, listen, not your boss. What?
Boss Sonny? It has a nice ring.
Okay, you're not wrong, but stop it.
Anything you say, boss.
I'm gonna find another sword. I'm gonna stab him. I'm gonna stab him.
Find him.
Where's the sword?
Oh no, there's another sword. You're telling me the great and powerful Sonny doesn't have something that can help us right now?
You're trying to do the whole flattery and sell something like a dumb mortal to me. It's like a demon. Like
I mean, that's
my whole gig.
because like you have the solution for everything that we need in the time that we need it, and it's just like the thing. We don't want like to outsource to some other.
All right. What is it you're exactly trying to do here? You said you're going like what did you even say what you're getting ready to do? Jason doesn't remember.
Oh, well, we're gonna go fight Maxwell and get his ring for you, but also stop him from, literally.
Like now, you can go now and confront this guy.
Like
yeah,
90 minutes.
I'm gonna close up shop, maybe take a little vacation. It's.
Oh, come on, Sonny! You telling me you don't want to join in the fun? Come on, it's a cataclysmic event.
How about leverage, having a one-up? Because someone else helped us today, and I mean, if word got around that Ambrose Pierce can do more than the great boss Sonny, people's gonna say a lot of things. I have more confidence as Q.
Yeah, you do, right? Smooth. Like,
well, you banks on the brain computer
like
butter.
Ambrose is in town.
In fact, he is. We just had a little talk to him ourselves.
So you mentioned leverage. What are you offering?
I mean,
like, what exactly do you two not see eye to eye with, if I might ask?
Oh, that's a personal matter. I'm not really comfortable talking about that.
I mean, you could tell your future employee.
I'm gonna find a sword. I'm gonna find a sword.
I mean, oh, he's actually going. Oh God,
yeah, he's gotta go find it. Think intangible thoughts.
I know. Yeah. Whoa. Like you're out. God, you got him.
It's a pin this whole time.
I've seen Percy Jackson. Let's go.
Let's go.
Listen, this is not a touchy-feely time where we talk about our emotions and why we may or may not hate certain immortal 12-year-olds, all right? You need something from me, you tell me, and I tell you what it costs. You deliberate, you check your morals, you throw it out the window, and you say yes anyway. This is how it works.
Well, we need something.
I mean, Ambrose gave a cool little gadget that disrupts magic within a meter. You got anything to beat it?
Oh, so this is one-upmanship.
Yeah.
You're going to find Maxwell in like, what, 90 minutes, you said?
Yeah, something like that. Maybe a little under. Closer to 40. Depending on when the werewolves get the meal.
You know what? I'm not asking.
I wouldn't.
You know what? Either you're going to kill him before he can take retribution, or everything's going to be destroyed. So, yeah. I'll tell you how he got his powers. How's that?
Uh,
I know it doesn't have a
that-
shiny on and off button, but I think it's a little bit better, don't you?
I think that's the best thing I've ever heard. Yeah, that would be great.
Hey, Q-Face, you going to give me that ring, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Not this ellipses.
it's not like
yeah.
gonna destroy itself or anything. Like it'll still be there.
If you
after
blow it
we-
up, it will, yeah. Like, get it, then blow them up. You going to blow them
Okay.
up?
I mean,
I don't know.
Listen.
I don't think so.
I hope not.
I can't
Gates.
promise anything.
Hashtag Team C4.
Gate, yeah, I'm well aware of the track record, all right? Gates, the reason I've been reluctant to help you guys is because he has the ring. The ring can trap what? Demons.
Ah,
If I get too, what was the word he used? Uppity, he gonna put me in that.
So wouldn't you want us to destroy it?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's a good plan B, but I can't sell a destroyed ring now, can I?
Yeah, but you can also ensure you don't get put into a destroyer.
Yeah. Listen, let me run my pawn business the way I run my pawn business, all right?
Okay, boss, I won't tell you how to run your pawn business. I'll start Monday.
I'm going to
with the
stab this
ring.
kid. I'm going to stab this kid. If I do something he doesn't like, he's going to move me off the board. He's going to neutralize what he sees as a threat. I'm on sabbatical. I've always said this. I've always maintained this, and it's true. Maybe the truest thing that's ever come out of my mouth. I can feel you somewhere, Quavon. I can feel you. Now, so far he's been fine dangling this, nuclear threat my way to make sure I don't do nothing. So that's why I've been hesitant to do a lot of stuff, tell you what I know. But you know what? If you're going to force a confrontation, you either fix the problem or that becomes the last of our problems. So I'll tell you this. You know where he is, right? He's at
Yeah.
that trestle thing, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you know where that place is?
Yeah, you've been there before, ain't you, Gates?
Do you know
Yeah,
what it
I've
is?
been
What it's
there.
for?
Not particularly. I didn't want to like stop by and sniff the metaphorical roses.
Yeah. The electromagnetically irradiated roses. That place was a testing facility. I built it back in 72. It's super secret. Don't ask me how I know. I just do. That place was built to test shielding for EMPs on airplanes in the 70s. They set up these big, giant generators. Like, we're talking like gigawatts, hundreds of gigawatts of electromagnetic energy, all right? Not my field, but that's what it does. To test the shielding on airplanes in case Russia, USSR, I forget what they're called now, GOG, I forget what they're called, would drop a bomb and mess up all the electronics. So they wheel the big old planes out there, they bombard it, and they get the results. What they didn't know was there's a ley line right underneath that. What do you think happens to a ley line getting bombarded with that much energy over the course of decades? It screws it up right proper. That's when Maxwell, who worked on the project, started noticing side effects. Weird, spooky things happening. Coyotes getting turned into chupacabras and all that kind of stuff. So he started running his own experiments. Figured out how to harness the energy from the ley lines. This is not acting right. He's had decades to practice, decades to figure out what it can and can't do, although it's unstable. I don't know if you've ever been around an unstable ley line before, but it's not a good place. If you can get that ley line to simmer down, or I don't even know what, destroy the machine he's using to help control it? He ain't nothing. He's just an old guy. Sorry, Masuki.
None taken.
So he's using chaos magic, trying to instill order into it because he's got a screwed up ley line because of some dumb scientists and the dumb luck. That's why that's the source of his power. That's why he is where he is. But it's not just enough to move him away from it. That's been tried. There's a connection to it now. You either got to kill him, destroy the machine, or I don't even know if it's possible, but to get that ley line to act right. But 4 decades, shenanigans, and mad science. Can't just fix that with a snap of your fingers. That's where he gets his power. That's why it's there.
I might be able to get close enough to the machine, but even if I could, like, what would I do with it?
Just keep it away from him. I mean, listen, if you do it, make sure you do it before he's like charging the spell. Okay? Because you take away the machine, he's still got all this energy. Got to put it someplace. Just hope he doesn't put it through your chest.
That is really, really good information, Sonny. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Tell me when you bring my ring back, all right?
We promise we will.
I'll bring it back the day I start work.
You need to run. He grabs the guitar from the back of from the thing from the wall. He's
Okay,
just
bye,
like,
boss. See you later.
We get into the Mustangs quickly.
he sets it down and starts playing a Jimi Hendrix song by itself. He's like, shut up, you.
Yeah.
Stu, it's 2:00. It's time. Are you teleporting to the backyard of the Hernandez's werewolf house?
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
Right. The glow of your BAMF puts you in a kind of a sandy backyard. There's some goats and chickens and some coops and cages back behind you in this kind of like 1 acre size lot. And it's quiet other than the chickens clucking around. Occasionally you hear a goat make a little bleat. As you look across the yard, you can see the house, that back patio where Grandma Hernandez had been skinning and shucking, peeling green chili before, and everything's closed, but you can see like a little movement inside, but no one's coming out. And in the long shadows of the afternoon sun, you can start to see movement. And all of the noise of the livestock goes completely silent. And just rising up out of the shadow, a thin shadow from one of the posts from the porch, comes the shade, fully arrayed, H-strap vest, the mask pulled down, black bodysuit, 2 daggers on his hip, and he steps out of that shadow, looks at you, reaches into that shadow and pulls out the obsidian blade and just twirls it. And he's like, I don't know why you seem to have lost your mind and your senses, but I'm glad it's finally coming to this. I'm going to kill you, Q. Not just because it'll be fun, and it will be fun. I'm going to kill you because you cost me my position. You cost me my team. You hurt me. And I intend to repay everything you've done, tenfold or more.
It's not my problem that you're so sensitive.
Sensitive? You think I'm sensitive? Have you ever had anyone take everything away from you you've always wanted? Any person would want to keep that. Enough yammering. Anything else? Any rules to this little duel you set up? Or you just come to lay down and die? Which is a smart move, by the way.
Let's just see if you can. And you see Quavon like teleport over here, teleport like in a split second. He's like in like 3 places, and comes back to where he stopped.
And the shade isn't there. You lost track of him in one of the jumps, and you hear him behind you. Yeah, I think I can. And he's like 3 feet away.
Let's go. And I just go for it. I go in.
Great. Kick some butt. Suki, do you have the party lineup?
Attack.
Okay. Go for it, Q. What do you got?
All right, let's see if he can keep up. And I just want to make it a point that in this battle that we're constantly teleporting and moving around, I am inching closer and closer to the house.
Nice. I like that.
All right, here we go. Okay, so that's going to be plus tough. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8 tough. And I'm also going to throw in a precise strike. And I'm using my darkest dice that have like gold numbers.
Nice. And the purple, yeah, that's very you.
For the paradox blade. Okay. So a precise strike, I got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9 plus precise strike. I gotta add something to it. 1 second.
Precise strike is another tough roll, so.
All right. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. And I do have advanced kick butt. Well, I don't think it applies.
No, it doesn't apply to this one. No.
All right, and not only that, this is going to be a sneaky attack because I'm teleporting from behind to stab him with this paradox blade. So I got to roll. When you attack from behind, you just get another +2. All right, so I don't know exactly what the paradox blade damage is by itself, but the precise strike is a +2, and since I'm hitting from behind, that's another +2. So I get 4 harm plus whatever the weapon does.
I'm going to say 9 harm total. You find just the right moment in all the teleporting to strike him from behind, and it goes. You feel ribs above and below the blade like chip and move out of the way as you hit him just off to the left of his spine and his kidney, and it goes straight through him. And he staggers for a second, and you pull it out. That was your best shot, and you see the wound start to close, and he starts to teleport as well, and you're going to take 4 harm, armor defeating.
I do have holy armor.
Nope, armor defeating.
Okay, all right, 4.
Between his the obsidian blade and one of his daggers, he's holding in the other hand now, and he's breathing heavy. And you can hear, because of the party line, Chet's voice. Masuki?
Yes, Chet.
This is going to take me a little longer than I thought. And that is where we end our episode.
Oh no!
Fuck,
Chet! Oh no, Chet!
Q, hold it together, dude.
Chet, we poked the bear already,
I
Chet.
knew it. I knew that would happen.
He gave us a timeline, Chet.
There was a spreadsheet.
And we stuck to it, Chet.
I got
This
you
is
signed
on
up to
our Tuesday
Monday.com.
morning agenda.
Come on.
The
Yeah.
Jack
It was an
antlers.
It was
stuck
an
somewhere.
action item, Chat.
It was an action item, Chet.
Thank you for watching the Duke City Chronicles. It's about to get crazy in here. We'll see you next week for our usual time. Let's go ahead and call our winner in the chat. Congratulations if you are a winner. All the details on how to get to me on Discord are there. We are going to leave it here for now, and we'll be back next week, hopefully, for not an exciting conclusion, for further escalation, because it feels like it's here right now. It's kind of here, actually. It's about to get buck wild because Albuquerque is a weird place. Let's keep it that way. Bye, y'all.
Bye.